I'm going to share with you now are the top 3 ways to heal your body after you stop taking hormonal birth control, so you can get back to having healthy, regular, drug-free menstrual cycles without all of the pain and PMS and acne. Yes, ready for that. So, the 3 biggest things to consider when healing after birth control is your diet, your stress levels, and 2 supplements that I will share with you that give your hormones the extra support they need. Also, because you are your own unique person and not everything is a one-size-fits-all solution, you can find more tips and information that's specifically made for you in my free guide to breaking up with birth control that's linked below this video. It's there for you, it's a gift, so check it out. So number 1 is your diet. What you eat and how you nourish your body and your hormones deeply impacts all the hormonal conversations happening in your body. So you want to make sure you are eating a healthy and balanced diet, and everybody says that. So what does it really mean? Well, everyone has an idea about what the best thing to eat is, and I'm never going to recommend one specific diet for everyone. The best diet is actually the one that provides the accurate amount of nutrients and the one that is not inflammatory for you and your body. This creates hormonal harmony. As long as you do these 2 things, you'll be surprised actually how much wiggle room you can have in terms of exactly what you are eating. Inflammatory foods overall are things like sugar, artificial trans fats, and processed foods, lots of refined carbohydrates, alcohol, and for most bodies, but not all, gluten is quite inflammatory. So these are the foods you want to look at and reassess in your diet, as well as consider what foods are uniquely inflammatory to you due to your own food sensitivities or allergies. So it's not about being like so strict with yourself and never eating these things, but doing so in balance and awareness and moderation. Also, out of all of the research that has been conducted around women's health, 2 things do remain pretty constant, and that is the benefit of eating animal protein. And I know some of you vegetarians might be cringing in your seat right now, but this is the facts. And also consuming healthy fats. So these foods provide the resources to nourish your menstrual cycle health most effectively. Highlighting, I'm saying most effectively and not the only way. So if you are steadfast in a vegetarian or vegan diet, there are other options for you. And one of the most important things about food and hormonal health is that you want to make sure you are feeding yourself and feeding your hormones regularly and not skipping meals, especially in the morning. This is a major one. If you tend to skip breakfast or other meals throughout the day, that will wreak havoc on your hormonal health because it puts your body into this stress response. And when your body's in a stress response, it won't be creating hormonal harmony. And this is really important, especially right after coming off of birth control. Hormonal birth control. So I really encourage you to eat a balanced breakfast in the morning. And if you're not a breakfast person, I encourage you to become one, as well as eating consistently throughout the day. And if you do these things, this will have you on the road to healthy hormones, I promise you. So, on to number 2. Get your stress in check. Stress is the number 1 root cause of almost any problem you are having in your menstrual cycle. Yeah. Why? Because when you are stressed, you're flooding your bloodstream with stress hormones. And let me just say that living in this modern day society, it's stressful. So even if you don't think you are stressed, your body is likely stressed on some level. This is why it's so important to get your stress in check and practice different stress reduction exercises. Some examples are meditation, breath work, or just going on a walk or petting a kitten. Stress reduction exercises have direct correlations to reducing the stress hormones in your blood, and it helps to balance your hormonal biochemistry, and that's just all backed by science. It freaking works. So, not to mention, a great stress reducer is having yourself on a regular sleep and wake cycle routine. In fact, if you focus first on creating a sleep routine for yourself, that will do wonders for your stress. And then you can play with other practices like kitten petting later on down the road. The last thing I suggest is to start taking 2 supplements once you stop hormonal birth control. Disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. So this is a suggestion, not a flat-out recommendation. Consult with whoever you need to before taking these things, blah, blah, blah. First supplement is Vitex or Chase Tree. This herb helps to regulate your pituitary gland, which is a major player in the conversation between your brain and your ovaries. And it helps to promote ovulation. And if you were on hormonal birth control, your ovulation was being suppressed because, hey, that's the whole point. No ovulation, no babies. So we want to get you ovulating again, which is what Vitex supports. I really like the Gaia brand. I'm not getting paid to say that. And I encourage you to take this in the morning upon waking up because that's when your pituitary gland is most active. The second supplement I recommend is taking magnesium glycinate. Magnesium is the miracle mineral when it comes to cycle health. It helps you to cope with stress and also helps majorly with PMS and sleep and period pain and hormonal detoxification and so many other things. It's really perfect for creating easier cycles and it works pretty quickly too. So I really recommend taking some magnesium glycinate, and you want to take that before bed at night. So there you have it, babes. Be sure to check out the link below where you can download my free guide to breaking up with hormonal birth control, where you can find more specifically information for you and your special body. And also please do like and subscribe to my channel so you can keep up-leveling your relationship to your cycle and feel the harmony in your hormones so you can actually love your cycle.